Good morning mga mami! Shoutout ako doon sa pinsan ko na si Tetet. Saka yung magiging mother-to-be na pinsan ko din na si Leia. Hello, hello! Musta, mga cousin? Sana ako din. Mabuntis na. Sige, basa na ako. Recovering. Pregnancy and childbirth have profound physical effects on the body, and you should not try to rush your recovery. Healing tears, episiotomy, labial tears. Healing tears. Episiotomy, labial tears. A slight tearing of the perineal area between the vagina and anus. Or a small cut, episiotomy, is not uncommon during the birth. Bruising in this area is also common. To help this this heal quickly, arnica 30 in tablet or drop form taken 3 times a day for 3 days is beneficial. Arnica. Arnica. You have to take Arnica 30. Arnica 30. Sorry, Arnica 30. Arnica 30 in tablet or drop form taken 3 times a day for 3 days is beneficial. Hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoid piles can be an annoying after effect of the strenuous pushing of labor and delivery. Provided you do not let yourself get constipated, they should shrink quite quickly. After a cesarean. As explained in the chapter on pregnancy, a cesarean section is not an easy option for childbirth, and you will probably be in hospital longer than after a vaginal birth. Once home, you will discover that almost everything you do involves your abdominal muscle. So take seriously the advice you will receive on minimizing strain but doing regular postnatal exercises. You may find holding your baby on your lap or up to your breast uncomfortable. Well, so experiment with different methods of cushioning and support. Saman, 4. Pinag-live today ha. Regaining muscle tone. After delivery, the muscles and ligaments of the abdomen will be tender after having worked so hard and lax after having been relieved of their burden. Apply arnica cream or a massage oil for backs to the abdominal muscles, particularly above the pubic bone. Apply gently as the womb is still sensitive and there is always some residual bleeding. Once there is no threat or further bleeding, begin massaging your abdomen with pure, sweet almond oil, kneading gently with your thumbs and fingers. This will tune up the skin and help prevent the formation of stretch marks. Leave the oil to be absorbed overnight. Try to breastfeed sitting up rather than lying on your side, especially after a meal. The abdominal wall is lost in a full stomach or intestine pressing against it may cause the central ligaments in front to stretch and may result in a permanent bulge or herniation. Bulge or herniation. You will later find your tummy beginning to bulge when you stand up, giving the false impression that you have put on weight. From about 3 or 4 weeks after delivery, you can begin to knead your lower abdomen more vigorously. Using an oil formulated for cellulite, this will help prevent the formation of that problematic mini bulge below the navel. Losing excess weight. A great many new mothers worry quite unnecessary about all the extra weight. Tay, tay, pila na 100? Mao na diri. 2020 na diri tay. 50 man ang kinahanglan niya kay 50 man ang kilo. Wala kay bisya daw. Kaya lang, na 50 din hitas 50 ano. Hala ah. Oh, okay, A great many new mothers worry quite unnecessary about all the extra weight they have put on while pregnant that doesn't miraculously disappear as soon as the baby is born. It is normal to put weight on during pregnancy and you will naturally lose it again. Breastfeeding is a great help here as it helps you to regain your figure faster and more easily than if you resort early on to bottle feeding. Once you are home and established into a routine, you should also take into account the change pattern of your life. Breastfeeding is a great help here as it helps you to regain your figure faster and more easily than if you resort early on to bottle feeding. Once you are home and established into a routine, you should also take into account the change pattern of your life. Because you probably feel exhausted by the end of the day, you may feel you have done a lot, but if you stop to think, you will probably find that you are much less physically active than you used to be. Also, many women find themselves at home all day for the first time in years hours, and without realizing it, fill odd moments with snacks and spend a lot of time sitting down. The chapter on weight control includes a lot of advice on different types of weight loss. But if you didn't have a weight problem before you were pregnant, the following simple guidelines should prevent weight gain from becoming a problem. Diet. Reduce your carbohydrates intake by half. Take porridge or soda, raid bread for breakfast, and then a portion of an egg. Example, pasta, rice. Sais ni ma'am. Para oh. Thank you. Reduce your carbohydrates intake by half. Have porridge or soda rye, bread for breakfast, and then a portion of pasta, rice, potatoes, ganya, conchus, or corn on the cob for either for lunch or dinner. But make up your third meal with just protein and vegetables. Avoid excess fats. Choose lean cuts of meat. Eat more fish and avoid too many heavy fats such as cream. Use low fat yogurt instead and butter. Put a curb on snacking and substitute fresh or dried fruit for bread or creamy. Sugary nibbles. Avoid late night snacks altogether. Avoid late night snacks altogether. Exercise. Going to the gym or for a swim may either not be possible with a newborn reliant on your every moment or involve a disproportionate amount of preparation. And even a walk in the park can seem like too much effort. Your natural level of activity will change once your baby begins to crawl and explore. But in these few months, you should ensure that you do not slip into a completely sedentary lifestyle. Find a form of exercise that you can do at home in these early months. Choose something that you can do with little preparation and that you enjoy. Exercise videos or DVDs can be a great help. Working with light weights, dancing, and Astanga yoga will all build up a sweat, increase your fitness, and improve your shape. Utso ni tanan. Yara, ah. Yara. Thank you. As your baby's daily pattern becomes a little more predictable, although it will keep changing, suggest getting together with other mothers in the same situation. If you were overweight or found it difficult to maintain a sensible weight before you were pregnant, you may find the excess weight more difficult to lose, especially if a hormonal imbalance is at the root of the problem. One special feature on overcoming hormonal weight gain, but you should not go on a severely restricted diet while you are still breastfeeding. The steps described above, although you may notice the effect less, will still be helpful in preventing weight gain getting out of hand. So yung mga conscious dyan ng mga mother sa mga figure nila, yun yung gagawin. Ito yung magandang gawin. Nakakatulong pala yung ano no, yung pagpapadidi talaga. Ang daming benefits ng breastfeeding. Nakakaano pa din, nakakatulong makababalik yung figure mo faster. So that's all for today. Natuwa ako kasi nabising-busy ako kanina kahit ngayon lang ako nakapag-live. Birthday ng nanay ko. So, happy healthy birthday kay nanay ko. Actually, hindi niya birthday na kung kailan siya pinanganak talaga. Pero gusto niya itong i-celebrate yung day na to as her birthday. So, God bless ako ang nanay. Love you, nanay. Love you. Bye-bye sa lahat-lahat. Mwah, mwah, mwah.